Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. There's some serious buzz swirling around the NFL lately, and it involves a potential blockbuster trade that could shake up the NFC East in a big way. Rumors are swirling that the San Francisco 49ers are eyeing a move that might seem unconventional at first glance. But if it comes together, it could be a game changer for the Commanders. The name at the center of this speculation? Nick Bosa. Yes, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year and one of the most feared pass rushers in the league. And it's not just idle chatter. Sources indicate that the 49ers are seriously considering trading Bosa, and Washington might be right in the middle of it. Let's break down what's happening here. The 49ers, currently sitting at an 8-7 record, are reportedly planning to move on from Bosa, especially after his injury-plagued 2025 season. You might remember, Bosa tore his ACL earlier this year, missing about 12 games. It's no secret that injuries have hampered him, but his talent and impact are undeniable. His 2025 PFF overall grade sits at an impressive 86.3, ranking him 8th among all edge rushers in the league. He's a guy who can turn a game around with a single sack, a relentless force against both the pass and the run. In fact, Bosa's career totals already boast 60 sacks, and he's consistently graded above 88 by PFF, a testament to his dominance when healthy. Now, the interesting part is why the 49ers are even considering trading him. It seems they're motivated by cap space issues, especially in the wide receiver room, where they're looking to free up around $15 million. The plan is to bolster their roster by moving some pieces around, and with Bosa's value still sky high, they're looking for a substantial return. Reports say they're eyeing a first-round pick in the 2026 draft, which could be a steal for a player of Bosa's caliber if the deal goes through. And here's where the fun begins for Commanders fans. The proposed trade would send Bosa to Washington, and in return, the 49ers would get a first-rounder plus an experienced edge rusher, possibly a backup or rotational player from the Commanders' squad. This kind of move is reminiscent of the Rams' trade for Von Miller back in 2025, which paid off immensely for Los Angeles. Miller's addition helped push the Rams deep into the playoffs, and his presence on the field was a clear factor in their success. Similarly, acquiring Bosa would significantly elevate Washington's defense, which has been looking for consistency and playmakers on the edge. Currently, the Commanders rank around 28th in the NFL in defensive ranking, but with Bosa, they could leap into the top 15, transforming their entire defensive identity. Imagine Bosa's relentless pressure, forcing quarterbacks into hurried throws, creating turnovers, and setting up the offense with advantageous field position. That's the kind of impact that can turn a team's fortunes around. Let's talk about what Bosa would bring specifically. For the Commanders, he's a game changer. His ability to pressure the quarterback, projected to generate over 10 sacks this season if healthy, would be a nightmare for any offensive line. His pressure rate and ability to collapse the pocket would make life miserable for opponents. In simulations, adding Bosa could boost Washington's sack rate by over 20%, and their overall pressure percentage would skyrocket. This would not only help the defense, but also give the offense more opportunities to score, as the opposing quarterback might be forced into mistakes and turnovers more frequently. Plus, Bosa's leadership and veteran presence would be invaluable for a young defense trying to find its identity. His competitive fire and relentless work ethic would set a tone in the locker room, inspiring the entire team to elevate their game. Now, the potential move could also have a ripple effect on the NFC East. The Cowboys and Eagles are already tough opponents, but adding a player of Bosa's caliber to the Commanders would make Washington a legitimate contender, not just for the division but for a deep playoff run. The NFC is wide open this year, with teams like the 49ers, Eagles, and Cowboys all vying for supremacy. But if Washington lands Bosa, they'd be right there in the mix. It could even impact Super Bowl odds, elevating Washington from long shots to serious contenders. Experts are already speculating that with Bosa in the fold, the Commanders could see their odds to win Super Bowl LX jump from +20, 0 to around +5, 0, making them a much more attractive pick in futures markets. Of course, this kind of move isn't without risk. The 49ers are asking for a first-round pick, which is a hefty price, especially for a player coming off an injury. But the reward, an elite pass rusher who can change games, is worth it. And for the Commanders, giving up a future first-rounder could be a small price to pay if it means securing a player who can transform their defense overnight. The team has been building steadily, and adding Bosa would be the kind of bold move that signals they're serious about contending and not just rebuilding for the future, but competing now. Now, let's not forget the bigger picture here. The Commanders have been on the rise this season, showing flashes of the team they want to become. With a solid defense and an improving offense led by their young quarterback, they're positioned to make a real push in the second half of the year. Acquiring Bosa could be the missing piece, a true X-factor who elevates everyone around him. It's the kind of acquisition that could turn a good team into a great one almost overnight. Plus, with the coaching staff focusing on scheme and development, Bosa's talent would be maximized, creating a formidable front that would be feared across the league. In terms of history, the Commanders have always been a team that values tough, gritty defense, and adding a player like Bosa would be a natural fit. His relentless pursuit of the quarterback and his ability to set the tone would resonate perfectly with the team's identity. It's a move that could also help them attract more free agents in the future, seeing that they're serious about competing at the highest level. The NFC East has always been a division full of talented, aggressive teams, and Washington making a bold move like this would send a message to the rest of the league. They're not just rebuilding, they're ready to contend and make noise in the postseason. And of course, all of this is still speculation for now, but the buzz is real and the potential is enormous. If the trade happens, it will be one of the most talked about moves of the offseason, and fans will be eager to see how Bosa adapts to the Commanders' system and how quickly he can make an impact. Watching him in the burgundy and gold would be a sight to behold, and it could finally give Washington the pass rush they've been craving for years. Imagine Bosa lining up across from Chase Young or creating chaos on the edge with Montez Sweat. Those are the kinds of matchups that get fans excited and opponents worried. Now, for all of us, the hope is that this isn't just a rumor but a real possibility. The NFL offseason is full of surprises, and sometimes bold moves like this define the course of a franchise for years to come. If Washington manages to pull off such a trade, it would be a statement to the entire league that they're serious about winning and are willing to make bold moves to get there. It's an exciting time for fans who have been waiting for the team to take that next step, and Bosa's potential arrival could be the spark that ignites a new era of success in Washington. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Are you excited about the possibility of Nick Bosa joining the burgundy and gold? Do you think it's a move that would push the team over the edge and make them a true contender? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. Let's keep the passion alive and keep pushing for that Super Bowl we all dream about.